Hello guys and welcome to another series between Themataurian and Megacaza. We've selected our all-time great one-day international teams. First and foremost, let's look over both teams. So the team details, the World 11A, this is my team. So we've gone with the current player in Virat Kohli. The average speaks for itself. Outstanding one-day international batsman. 248 one-day internationals. 11,867 runs, high score of 183 and an average nearing 60, 58 50s and 43 hundreds. Probably the best batsman of all time in the one-day international format. Next up on the side, we've got the classic Australian batsman, Ricky Ponting. Loved how this man played. He made the game of cricket look so easy. Brilliant career, over 375 one-day internationals. Believe he won 3 World Cups between 99 and 2007. 82 50s, 30 hundreds, 13,704 runs, a deserving place in the squad. So I've got the Australian one of the great finishers, Michael Bevan. Very interesting selection, but I thought a justified selection. 232 one-day internationals, an average of 53.58, 46 50s, 600s. He was sublime for Australia throughout his whole career. Just the man that you could rely on to get your team home in any situation. I'm hoping he can do it at least in one of the games in the series. Picked the Indian great Sachin Tendulkar, so we've got probably the two greatest one-day international batsmen of all time, both in the same team. Sachin Tendulkar played a remarkable 463 one-day internationals, 18,426 runs. That probably will be almost beaten by Virat Kohli. First man to score 200, obviously, in one-day international cricket. 96 50s and 49 one-day international hundreds. And can do a little bit of bowling as well. 154 wickets at 44.48. Next up, I've picked the New Zealand batsman Ross Taylor. Interesting selection, but I think Ross Taylor deserves a spot on the team. He's a very good one-day international batsman. 232 matches, 8,574 runs, high score of 181. I remember that inning so well. I think it was against England, where he just teed off and was an incredible innings. 48.44 the average, 51 50s, 2100s. Rohit Sharma, of course I had to pick another Indian great. This man has scored quite a few double hundreds in the one-day international format. I believe he scored 3. It could be corrected there. 9,115 runs, average of 49.27. Currently the highest one-day international score of all time. 43 hundreds, 43 50s, 29 hundreds. Hashim Amla, 37 years of age. Pretty much probably one of South Africa's best one-day international cricketers ever produced. Picked him solely for the fact I thought he was an opener, but he's obviously not in one-day international cricket, but I believe he's opened anyway. 39 50s, 2700s, average of 49.47. Tilakarani Dilshan. I like how Dilshan plays the game of cricket. He is adventurous on the way he plays. Just over 10,000 runs in his career, 47 50s, 2200s. Can do a wee bit of bowling as well. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the man, excellent leader and an excellent finisher for India over the course of his career. 350 one-day international runs, 10,773 runs. Of course, a winner at the 2011 Cricket World Cup. I remember the commentary towards the end when I think he battled to 6th to win the game. But yeah, remarkable career he has had. Jacques Kallis, probably the best all-rounder to ever play the game of cricket. 11,579 runs, 86 50s, 1700s, average of 44.36, 273 wickets at 31.79. I had to pick this guy, Megacaza, and pick him. He is just a really good pickup, I reckon. Picked one of my favourite players of all time, Richard Hadlee. So Richard Hadlee is more known for his bowling exploits. 158 wickets, 21.56 the average. The economy rate is exceptional. The man is the best player New Zealand currently has produced and deserves a place in my team. Just a good line and length bowler, which I really think he'll be successful in this series. Wasim Akram, the Pakistan left arm great. The man could reverse swing the ball like anything. Remarkable bowler. Just a late tail in that he could always get. The trouble batsman. 502 one-day international wickets. Average of 23.53 per wicket and 6 5-wicket bags. He can do a wee bit of bat as well. Of course, he got 86 as his highest score. 650s at an average of 16.52. Gone with the Australian leg spin bowling of Shane Warne. Now, Shane Warne, I thought his averages would have been slightly better in the one-day international cricket in terms of his batting, but okay. 293 one-day international wickets, an average of 25.74. Remarkable competitor, and one of the all-time greats, of course. Picked Alan Donald. Alan Donald had an exceptional career. Just adds a bit of zing to our attack. 272 wickets at 21.79. 2 5-wicket bags, including a best of 6 for 23. And Waqar Younis to pair up with Wasim Akram. What a lethal pair those two were back in the day for Pakistan. 416 wickets, average of 23.84, 13 5-wicket bags. Totally a class bowler and a class act himself. So that is our team. Let's look at Megacaza's team that he selected for the series. So Chris Gale, the man is an exceptional cricketer over the years for the West Indies. Of course, debuted in the year 2000. He's still playing here and there for the West Indies. 54 50s, 2500s, average of 37.83, just over 10,000 runs. Megacaza will be looking for Chris Gale to explode up front and whack a heap of sixes and whatnot, because he does that for fun. And of course, is pretty much an all-rounder in this series. 167 wickets at 35.48. Just quite a handy guy to bowl a couple overs in the series. Brian Charles Lara. Loved how he batted back in the day. Phenomenal cricketer. More so known for his test match feats. Of course, 375, 400 and 500 in his career. That's what he's going to remember for. But his one-day cricket, he was superb as well. 63 50s, 1900s, average of 40.49. A West Indian legend. A.B. de Villiers has been selected. A.B. de Villiers is such a talent. Of course, the fastest one-day international 100 ever, I believe, off 30 deliveries. 53 50s, 2500s. I believe this man retired a bit too early for South Africa. I believe he had a few more years in him, but a good pickup for Megacaza. Yeah, there's so much talent in this All-Star series. Babar Azam, what an interesting selection from Megacaza, but a good selection. An up-and-coming talent from Pakistan, I believe, will carry Pakistan to some success in the near future. Of course, 74 one-day internationals, average of 54.18, 1100s, 1550s. Verinder Sehwag is a very good selection too. 251 one-day internationals, 8,273 runs, high score of 219, average just over 35, 38 50s, 1500s. But the strike rate is what you got to look at. He has got a very good pairing in his lineup that you're about to probably witness. And he could bowl a few overs as well, 96 wickets at 40.14. Sanath Jayasuriya, the man that was remembered for 1996 at the Cricket World Cup, which Sri Lanka won, just blasting at the top. Was around a long time. Very, very good all-rounder for Sri Lanka. But yeah, the man, once he got going, was very hard to stop. 68 50s, 2800s, average of 32.36, but don't ride into that. His strike rate's 91, high score of 189, 13,430 runs, and bowled very tidily as well. 323 wickets, an average of 36.75, 4, 5 or more in an innings, 6 for 29 is best. It got a comedy rate as well. Kumar Sangakkara, the Absolute legendary Sri Lankan batsman. 93 50s, 2500s, average basically a 42, 14,234 runs. Sri Lanka have produced some brilliant one-day international cricketers. Sangakkara is very classy and probably in the top sort of notch wicket keepers of all time. In the discussion anyway, is one of the best. Adam Gilchrist, another guy that reinvented the game. Pretty much opened the batting quite a bit for Australia in both Test match and one day internationals. 287 one day internationals here, 9,619 runs, 172, an average of just under 36, 55, 50, 1600s. Very good strike rate. Adam Gilchrist could change a game just from out of nowhere. And another good selection for Megacaza. This is going to be such a good matchup in this series. Imran Khan, the captain of the Pakistan team of 1992. Of course, a politician now in Pakistan. A great leader of men. Exceptional all-rounder. A good selection. 175 one-day internationals. 3,709 runs. Average of 33.41. 1950s 100. Very good bowling average as well. 182 wickets at 26.62. But absolute brilliant leader. And a very, very good selection. Sean Pollock. Of course, Megacaza's picked him for his all-round exploits. Just over 300 matches, 3,519 runs, 1450s 100, average of 26.46. So he's more of a bowling all-rounder, but still very handy pickup. 393 300 one-day international wickets, 393, sorry. 24.51 his average, 5 or more in an innings, 6 for 35 his best. Chris Cairns, of course, led New Zealand in the ICC Knockout 2000 victory that New Zealand had. The only piece of silverware that New Zealand's won in their own history. Chris Cairns, a brilliant all-rounder for New Zealand. Pretty much 215 one-day internationals, just an average under 30. High score of 115, 26 50s, 400s. Solid strike rate and a solid one-day international bowler too. Just over 200 wickets, an average of 32.81. But yeah, Chris Cairns was a really surprise selection, but I thought it was justified because Chris Cairns at one point was the number one all-rounder in the world from my belief. And of course, one of my favourites growing up because I was a New Zealander. Themataurian, of course, when we did our draft, as soon as Megacaza picked Themataurian, I had to pick the next big spinner. But talking about Themataurian, he was a wizard. Could turn the ball both ways. It was very hard to pick as a bowler. And the wickets say for themselves. He's got 534 one-day international wickets, average of 23.08, 10, 5 or more, and 7 for 30 his best. So he's going to be a must-watch in the series. And, of course, I've got a comedy rate as well, 3.93. Joel Gardner from the West Indies. I probably pronounced that wrong, but I know how good and destructive this man was. 146 wickets at 18.85, 3, 5 or more in an innings, 5 for 31 his best. The man with those statistics and that average, expect him to do quite a bit in this series. Kagiso Rabada, the up-and-coming fast bowler for South Africa, was a surprise selection, but a good selection again. This guy, when his career finishes, will have remarkable stats. I believe very similar to Dale Steyn in terms of his statistics. Very interesting debate when both careers wind up. Who do you think will be better, Steyn or Rabada? But speaking of Rabada, 117 wickets already, 27.34 the average, and his best of 6 for 16. Glenn McGrath, the man that could bowl an impeccable line and length. I would say the finest Australian seamer of all time. 381 wickets, an average of 22.02, 7 or more in an innings, and a best of 7 for 15. Someone had to pick this guy because he was brilliant for Australia on a consistent basis. He could bowl the ball in a certain area just for long periods of time and just get batsmen out. of all class. And that is Megacaza's team, guys. Of course, the first game will be coming up. So hopefully you guys enjoy. By the way, before we start the series, all the games will be screenshotted. We'll go over the statistics and that, because that's the way to keep the length of the video down, since it's a 3-match series. Okay, the first match of the series has gone to my World 11, winning the match by 5 wickets. Very much a comprehensive performance from my side, but we'll go over the match itself. So obviously the World 11B, which is Megacaza's team, batted first. They posted a score of 187 all out. Really struggled by the looks of it. They took apart Richard Hadley, which is a real shock, because Richard Hadley is very economical. Just had a bad day at the office, I'm guessing. Alan Donald was brilliant, getting the wickets of Chris Gale and Sanath Jayasuriya, 2 for 22, the pick of the bowlers. Jacques Callis got the wickets of both Imran Khan and Sean Pollock. Just to share the wickets between everyone, and 3 run-outs in the innings. Crucially, one of them was AB de Villiers, who top scored with 53 off 95 balls. Sean Pollock bringing up a surprising 50 off 62 deliveries. But yeah, just regular wickets at regular intervals really hurt this innings. But I expect this team to bounce back. There's a lot of class in that side. Very surprised not one of the top 4 went on to bat and get a big score. But yeah, pretty happy with that bowling performance. Look at the partnerships now. As you can see, just nothing substantial in the first 6 wickets. De Villiers and Pollock come together at 88 for 6. Managed to put a bit of respectability on the scoreline. Pollock combined with Cairns, who was very surprisingly batting as low as 9, sorry, in this game. But yeah, 187 was never going to be enough. A few wickets were taken by Megacaza's bowling lineup, though, however. But our start was reasonably good, with Hashim Amla top scoring with 79 off 99 balls, 11 boundaries in his innings. Tendulkar got 24 off 36, Kohli 47 off 75. Callis came in with a cameo, Ponting with a cameo, Bevan and Dhoni not out towards the end. Khan 2 for 48, pretty good spell. Muralitharan probably didn't bowl enough, 1 for 25. That's a bit of a shock from the World 11A and that bowling unit. Thought he would have bowled a bit more. But the first game is 1-0 to the Themataurians team, which is my team. At the moment, we'll just take a quick look at the partnerships before we exit out of this screen. Yeah, 93-run partnership between Amla and Kohli pretty much set us up, and we just had solid partnerships at the top. So join us for game 2, guys. Hopefully some changes in the teams very shortly. Match number 2, and Megacaza has struck back with his lineup. He made a few changes to his team, which you'll see very shortly, but let's go over the result in depth, shall we? So my team batted first, posted 232 all outs. Had a really bad start. Good work from McGrath and Joel Garner. 2 for 23 for him. He was outstanding. Imran Khan 2 for 37. All the bowlers, Pollock 2 for 42. And Muralitharan got tonked a bit, 3 for 78, but he still did a job. Yeah, things looked pretty bad there for a while, but Ross Taylor and Mahendra Singh Dhoni were the main contributors, with Dhoni 91 off 65, 9 fours, 3 sixes, Taylor 79 off 100, 11 boundaries, but some very positive changes there. McGrath made a wee bit of an impact there at the top, getting the key wicket of Hashim Amla. So the partnerships we'll look at, the key one, Ross Taylor and Dhoni, like nothing really much of note there. So you're looking at the run rates there, over by over. Skyscraper built up quite nicely towards the end, but very gettable run chase and very well batted. AB de Villiers was a stroke of genius for Megacaza, 78 off 86, 11 boundaries. Brian Charles Lara, 61 off 46, brilliant, 11 fours, 1 6. Gilchrist and Imran Khan finishing off the job. A wicket apiece for everyone. It was a tough day at the office for my team, but it's made the third game very, very interesting. But good on Megacaza leveling up the series. Really loving this series too, guys. Like some really good standout performances. We will go over it, of course, after the third match. But yeah, fantastic result. Pretty two evenly matched teams. So I'm going to have to make some changes, and Megacaza could settle with his lineup. Okay, the third One Day International has gone the way of Megacaza in quite a convincing result, as his team got better throughout the series. So they batted first, posted 213 for 9. Richard, Hadley and Donald got up front, 3 for 33 for Hadley, 4 for 48 for Donald. Akram 1 for 34 and Callis 1 for 59. But very good, hard fought innings from J.S. Surya, 57 off 88. Imran Khan, 52 off 74. Pollock, 24, and Keynes, 40 towards the end, got them to a respectable 213 for 9. In the response, 118 all out. It was looking quite good at one stage with Virat Kohli and Callis at the wicket, but then it crumbled. Muralitharan, the wizard, 4 for 23, bamboozled the middle to lower order, rocked the team back. Keynes was good as well, 2 for 18. McGrath was good up front, 1 for 12. But that's a pretty comprehensive result to Megacaza's team, who takes out the series 2-1. There's some obvious statistics we'll look at now. I'm going into the player records for the current series. So this is the 11 that I had. Can I sort that, please? Would be nice. Is there any way of me doing that? No, I have to do it this way, so that's fine. So yeah, just looking at the form, Dhoni was okay. Yeah, not too many runs scored in the series for my batsmen. They really didn't get going at all. Taylor had a respectable average of 40. Virat Kohli, average of 36, pretty quiet in the series. Yep, few of the legends had a torrid time. Right, the wicket-taking abilities there. Hadley was good in the third match. Akram was pretty quiet in the series. Shane Warne, huge disappointment. 1 wicket at average 130. Alan Donald was the pick of the bowlers for me. 7 wickets at 15.43. To the victorious Megacaza squad, AB de Villiers was outstanding. 153 runs at average of 51. And yeah, just hard-fought matches because not too many runs scored again. The wicket-taking, Muralitharan, 8 wickets, an average of 15.75. Ken, 3 wickets at 19.67. His bowling was slightly better than mine. Hence why I got over the line. But yeah, really interesting series. Low-scoring series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that style of video again. We did one earlier in the Life of Cricket Captain 2020. And congratulations to Megacaza's team for winning 2-1. And he'll be chuffed with that victory. But if you like the videos, guys, we'll continue to make the series. The next one will be the 3-match test series for all-time greats. So smash the like buttons, share the video, and we'll see you again next time.